So, Commissioner, before we get to the big announcement, let's talk a little bit about the vacancies in our facilities. Despite our recruitment efforts, we are still having some challenges with hiring. Can you talk about hiring correctional officers?
Yeah, that's a great question. One of the biggest challenges has been for several years now being able to hire enough security series staff members to be able to fill all of our positions in our prisons. That causes issues. You know, we have critical posts that has to be filled each and every day, and some of our facilities today have high numbers of vacancies. It makes it very inconvenient because what happens is when you have that number of vacancies, shift commanders have to require people to mandatory that they stay over, use a mandatory overtime list, require them to work overtime in some cases when they don't want to work. And it's just not the best case scenario for managing a correctional environment. Best case is you have all of your positions filled, and therefore you have a pool of relief officers where people can get comp time, take time off to be with their families when they need it. And people do not have to work overtime each and every day. So we're working hard to try to address that issue, as we have been over the last few years that we've been dealing with this problem. But today the vacancies, our vacancy numbers are too high. But I'm just thankful that we're going to move forward with a plan, hopefully, to address this in a very aggressive manner.
So, recognizing the issue that exists, what plan have you developed to address the problem?
So I'm proud to say that today we're announcing this, rolling out on the 21st of April, a $5,000 sign-on bonus for the Department of Corrections. So people who are interested in working with the Department of Corrections, the Department of Corrections is going to pay a $5,000 sign-on bonus. But let me just say, too, we're also going to recognize our staff that have been with us, that works with us each and every day in uniform in our facilities, that turn the key, that work in our security classification series with a $4,000 retention bonus that we're going to pay them. And we recognize we can't touch everyone that works in corrections with these bonuses, but we're also going to offer a $1,000 referral bonus. So if you, as a counselor or as a unit manager or as a secretary, refer somebody to the Department of Corrections, there's a $1,000 referral bonus that we're going to pay over a 6-month period, where we pay you $500 within 30 days after they are hired, and then the other $500 at the end of their probation period. It's pretty sweet. Gives everybody a chance to get out there and really recruit for the Department of Corrections.
That is a lot of money, it seems. So, what do you say to people who are concerned that the bonus is for correctional officers only? What about other employees?
Well, all of our employees are important, but we recognize, and the facts are there that support us, that the issue is with our correctional officer series when we talk about vacancies. Those are the positions that's been very difficult to fill. All jobs in corrections are a challenge, but for that correctional officer that turns the key each and every day, that works these housing units, it's on the compounds of our facilities every day, it's a very challenging job. It's not for everyone. And let me just say this too, that I've heard criticism in the past about in some cases who we hired. Maybe we hired the wrong people. In the past, I think we probably hired people that may not have been the best fit for working in corrections. And that in some cases may have been we were trying to fill the positions. We were focused on filling every position. And I've instructed Lee Dotson, the Assistant Commissioner, we're going to be talking to wardens. That stops today. We're going to make sure that the people we hire are the best fit, people who are most qualified, the appropriate people to work in this correctional environment. We're going to make a concerted effort to try to make sure that we hire the right people. We're not just going to hire everybody that comes in for an interview. We want to make sure we get the best qualified people to fill these positions, to receive this sign-on bonus, and that will make it past the probationary period, past the 18-month period where they receive their last payment for the $5,000, and continue on as a career in this department. We're not looking for short-term fill-ins. We're looking for people to come to this department, take advantage of the career opportunities as well as the other opportunities that this department provides for people, and become a 30-year employee with the department.
Commissioner, why is it important to correctional staff generally that these vacancies get filled?
Well, we know that, again, I've talked about the challenges of our correctional environment, but let's just take, for instance, other correctional officers that work in a facility. When you have all the posts filled, you have options of taking days off. You don't have to operate from a mandatory overtime list. The facility, I think, is more efficient when all your positions are filled with the right people. And that has been a challenge for the department, as well as every other state in the union that I know about, and have talked to other directors. We are all facing this issue of being able to fill these positions. You know, even though we've been able to reduce turnover for the last 4 years, what we have not been able to do is bring the people in as frontline staff to hire new positions or hire people into these environments. Nebraska, California, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, all these states are facing the same issues. I talk to these directors every day. But I'm proud to say what we're doing in Tennessee is a game changer, in my opinion. Offering a $5,000 sign-on bonus to come to work in a challenging and for a challenging job that offers great rewards in the long run, to me, is a win-win for everyone.
So, Commissioner, talk a little bit about the things we've done in the past to try and address vacancies.
The General Assembly appropriated the funds upon the recommendation of the Governor's Office to raise the correctional officer salary pretty significantly a couple years ago. In some cases, is up to about a 30% pay increase for our correctional officers, and that's still in place today. And I would also say that our probation officers, in the current recommended budget that we hope to see passed here in a few days, our probation officers are set to get about a 34% pay increase starting salary for probation and parole officers. That's one that we've been working on that for several years. When we passed the correctional officer pay raise a few years ago, the budget just did not allow at that time to include the probation officers. Governor Lee promised he would follow back up with that, as did the General Assembly, and I'll say that they followed through on their promise, and hopefully we'll see that passed here in just a few days.
And the probation officers can get the referral bonus.
Absolutely. Anybody that works for this department that refers someone to a position in the correctional officer series, is eligible for that referral bonus. Yes.
Okay, so back to the referral bonus for a moment. Is there a limit to how many people we can refer and how much we get?
We're looking for people to refer individuals to our department until our vacancies run out. So if you refer 10 people, that's $10,000. And you know, there is no limit there. The key is that these people have to come to work, be hired. The first $500 comes after the 30-day period, their initial 30 days. The second $500 comes after they complete their probationary period. And take, for instance, that individual that you referred would also get the $5,000 sign-on bonus that is put in place and implemented over an 18-month period.
So these are exciting incentives. How does anyone who's interested move forward and take advantage of the proposal?
Well, so for the employee, I would say get busy recruiting, right? Recruit the right people. We're not going to hire everybody that comes to the door. As that individual makes the application process and goes through the interview process, there'll be forms that they fill out as to who recruited them. And there's a form that the employee also has to submit when they recommend somebody for the job. And once they're hired, the HR department will complete the paperwork to ensure that the employee who referred the individual gets the referral bonus, and also the $5,000 sign-on bonus. There's paperwork that'll be completed on that new employee when they come in. And I'll also say, Dorinda, that we will have FAQs posted on our website, and they'll answer all the in-the-weeds questions that I may not have covered here today.
Okay, and we'll have the application there ready for them to fill out.
Absolutely. We're looking for good people.
You mentioned having a 38-year career. Can you talk about the possibilities that exist in our department for anyone who wants to stay that long?
You know, I'm proud to live in the state that I live in. Great state of Tennessee, great economy. Even through COVID, we have fared very well in this state. And I appreciate Governor Lee and the administration who has helped make that possible. But in corrections, I've already talked about how challenging it is. But just let me just say that we have every job available that you can imagine. Everything from healthcare to security, maintenance, food service, you name it, we've got it in TDOC. But just the benefits of working in this department, we offer people who want to get a bachelor's degree the opportunity to go to school, and we help with that. A master's degree, we offer that program within the Department of Corrections. The opportunities to expand your education, to expand your training, and then just the networking that we have within this department sets you up for people who are motivated to make a career here. It's a very good opportunity. It's one that I took advantage of about 38 years ago, and I'm proud to say I'm still sticking around, but it's a great place to work.
So, Commissioner, would you say coming to work for the Tennessee Department of Correction is more than just a job?
Yes, I say this, that what we do is important, but why we do it is most important. And I have seen that the people who come to work in the Tennessee Department of Corrections that truly understand the mission of our department, which is enhancing public safety. And the way we enhance public safety is we invest in programs and opportunities for people to get on the right track. The people who come to our facilities, the people we supervise in the community have made mistakes. But we give them the opportunity to turn their lives around and become productive citizens, good dads, good moms, help people with the opportunity to get over an addiction. That's the core of what we do. And I would just say, if you're interested in joining what I think is one of the best teams in state government and investing in yourself by investing in a career that's sustainable, that has lots of opportunities, the Department of Corrections is the right place to be.